Hey everyone, my name is Nobody17. Today I'm going to be sharing my thoughts on Clair Obscure Expedition 33, a turn-based RPG that's rich in emotion, style, and strategy. Whether you're here for the story, the combat, or just wondering if the game is worth your time, I hope this review gives you a clear and honest look at what to expect. The story begins with a quiet but powerful scene. Members of Expedition 33, led by characters like Gustav and Mael, say their goodbyes to loved ones before setting out to confront a mysterious force known as the Paintress. In this world, a magical monolith determines the maximum age people can live. When someone reaches that number, they disappear, just like a Thanos snap. The expedition goal is to challenge that fate and stop the cycle. It's a heavy premise, but the game handles it with care, using its world and characters to explore themes of mortality, sacrifice, and legacy. I will save a deeper story discussion for another video because it's something worth experiencing on your own. Now, let's talk about gameplay. At a glance, Clair Obscure uses a turn-based combat system, but there's a twist. Battles are much more interactive than typical RPGs. You can't just select a move and relax. Enemies telegraph their attacks through movement, gestures, or even short phrases that was provided by the game itself, and you need to respond in real time. You can either parry or dodge. Parrying is more difficult, but it comes with rewards. It generates action points or AP, which are used to activate powerful skills. If you manage to parry a full combo, you get a bonus counter attack that builds the enemy's break meter. Think of the break meter as a stun meter. Once you reach to a full meter, you will stun them but you have to time it very carefully. If you stun an enemy right before their turn, they'll recover immediately, wasting your opportunity to follow up with damage. Dodging, on the other hand, avoids damage but doesn't give you AP unless you equip a special item that changes that. It's safer but less efficient in terms of throughout the battle. You will want to find a balance, though I strongly recommend learning how to parry. It's tough at first, but once you get the timing down, it becomes second nature and makes tough battles much more manageable. Managing AP is at the heart of every fight. You build it through normal attacks, parries, certain items, and other skills I will leave for you to discover. The game gives you everything you need to plan effectively. You can see who's going next, how much AP everyone has, enemy health, and shields. It rewards players who take the time to think a few moves ahead. Outside of battle, you'll find and upgrade helpful items, which things like healing potions, AP restorers, revivals tool. These can be improved by collecting shards from around the world or purchasing them from merchants. Chroma, which is an in-game currency, is used for buying weapons, items, character upgrades, and even outfits. Yes, your character's outfits show up in cutscenes, whether they are dressed seriously or not so much seriously. Exploration plays a big role, and the world is a highlight. Every area feels handcrafted, full of detail, mystery, and artistic beauty. The design mixes elegance with danger. It's like walking through a dream that's just slightly off. There's no minimap when you enter a key areas, so you will need to rely on your sense of direction to get around. If that sounds frustrating, it can be at times, but it also makes exploration feel more personal and rewarding. Along the way, you will fight enemies called Nephrons. They drop useful items like weapons, crafting materials, and shards. One thing to note, weapons come in different levels, so if you find a level 1 weapon early on, be cautious about upgrading it because you might find a stronger version later with the same name. Materials can also be collected from smaller, rare creatures like the Petangs. They are fast, slippery, and tend to run away after a few turns. Be quick, careful, but if you take them down, the rewards are worth it. Pictos and Luminous. As for the character builds, that's where Pictos come in. Think of Pictos like gear with personality. Each one gives you different bonuses: critical hits, AP generations from dodging, enhanced counterattacks, and more. Once a Picto is mastered after a few battles, actually you need 4 battles up when you equip them, its bonus becomes permanently unlocked. You can then apply it as a Lumina, which is like a passive ability applied to your characters. These Luminas don't require the original Picto to be equipped, and you can stack them across your team. So let's just say you have Gustav equip Picto number 1, Maya can also equip the Picto number 2 in the form of Lumina. Early on, you can only equip a few, but you will unlock more slots as you progress. This system gives you lots of rooms to experiment and build characters that match your playstyle, or depending on the battles. that you are struggling with, whether that's defensive, aggressive, or weird, whichever you prefer. As for the side content and replayability, you don't necessarily have to explore all the side contents if you're focused on the story. There's even a story difficulty mode for those who want a more relaxed experience, but doing side quests and finding Nephrons along the way, assuming you're farming, will give you a big advantage in future battles. It's worth the time, especially if you want a smooth journey through the tougher parts of the game. Audio-wise, Clair Obscure truly stands out. The soundtrack is beautifully atmospheric, with haunting melodies that perfectly match with the tone of the game. During battles, the music gets intense, heightening the stakes, while the quieter exploration music draws you into the world with its subtle yet captivating tones. Even the sound effects during the combat are impactful. Every parry feels weighty, and enemy attacks are telegraphed clearly through distinct audio cues, making it much easier to time reaction. Voice acting is another strong point. The performances feel authentic and emotionally charged, especially during key moments in the story. Characters like Gustav and Mael have strong, distinct voice that match their personality really well. There's a moment late in the game where a character delivers a line that is so perfectly performed, it honestly gave me chills. Every voice actor seems to understand the emotional gravity of the situation, which makes the game's already rich narrative even more immersive. My final thought, the game excels in both gameplay and emotional depth. The combat system is rewarding, but the narrative is what truly stands out. The way it explores the themes of sacrifice, legacy, and the human condition is profound. The audio and voice acting elevate the experience, and the exploration feels personal and rewarding. If you enjoy turn-based combat with a deeper story and an immersive world, this game has a lot to offer. So that's my experience with Clair Obscure. Expedition 33. I reached the beginning of the final chapter, and I can confidently say it's one of the most thoughtful and unique RPGs I have played in a long time. It doesn't rush you, it challenges you to slow down, observe, and think. And in return, it offers something genuinely memorable. I would like to thank my community and friends who have been with me on this journey from the start. I hope this review gave you a clear sense of whether this game is for you. Until then, tomorrow comes. Happy gaming.